Welcome back, Saints. I'm Cody Strait, and this is SFHS Today. In world news, the UK has reported a coronavirus variant. And now, according to major news outlets, both Pfizer and Moderna are testing their vaccines to see if they will provide protection against the mutated virus. In the meantime, some countries are putting travel restrictions on people from the UK in order to contain the spread. In national news, according to New York Times, Congress has passed a $900 billion stimulus bill. It will provide a lot of help to the economy, but many economists believe that it also has major flaws. Among them, the article stated it isn't especially targeted at the parts of the economy that need help. In local news, the announcement by Governor Tim Walz that schools can begin a slow return to in-person learning across the state has St. Francis area schools preparing to implement this new plan following the winter break. Reporter Tyson Borwald spoke with Superintendent Beth Giese to find out what this might mean for all grade students in the district.
As you're well aware, kids in grades K through 5 are going to be coming back to school. There's a rollout plan, and you can bring 3 grade levels back. According to Governor Walz's plan, you can bring 3 sections back at a time. You're supposed to start with your earliest learners, and because our preschool kids are already in person and they're doing that, we're going to start with kindergarten. So we're going to do kindergarten 1 and 2, and they are going to come back to school on the 19th, and the only reason why it's not Monday is because it's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And then we're going to have them come back for the 2 weeks. Hopefully things go well. When we left school and moved to distance learning, I had 92 staff members that were out, either quarantine, COVID related. That wasn't the other additional people that were ill with other things or out for other reasons. So 92 subs we would have needed, and that's just, you can't cover a school that way. So if the 2 weeks go really well, Tyson, what we'll do then is we'll roll out grades 3, 4, and 5, and they will start on February 1st. What's going to be a little confusing to parents is there's planning time that is mandated in the plan from Governor Walz, and so teachers will have planning time to transition between the different models. So to kind of sum that up, our kindergarten through 2 will be coming back on January 19th, and our grades 3 through 5 will come back on February 1st.
Were they going to move on to middle schoolers next?
I think what they really want to do is assess what it looks like to have elementaries in session. Right now, we have a lot of special ed kids that are coming every single day that are middle school and high school. We have some kids that are in our CTE programs, our career and tech programs. They're in the high school and they're coming in. For example, if you have Mr. Trost for Saints Manufacturing or something like that, you can come in for a class. And so we're kind of collecting all that data, and we're going to see how well that's going. Thus far, our middle school and high school kids that have come in, we haven't had any contact tracing that comes back to any positive cases. If that continues and this elementary rollout goes well, I can't speak for the governor, but I would imagine you guys would be that next rotation. We want to be in school. I mean, we talked about that in our last interview. If you talk to your teachers, they want to be in school. Kids want to be in school. Seniors, kindergartners, everybody wants to be in school. We just have to figure out a way to do it safely and make sure everyone's protected.
Even with distance learning, school activities continue. Recently, the science department and biology teacher Bethany Stiles have started an opportunity for science students to join Science Club. Reporter Mackenzie Wyman got more information in an interview with some founding members of the club.
Interviewed Science Bowl member Agosa Ogbemudia about our school's new science club and all of the information that you need to know. What is the Science Bowl?
Science Bowl team is a Jeopardy-style competition to test the knowledge of students about various science topics.
How do you join the Science Bowl team?
Students can join by emailing science teacher Ms. Stiles.
When does practice start for the Science Bowl team?
We currently have already started practicing virtually, so anybody can reach out and join in. The regional competition will be held virtually on Saturday, January 23rd.
Why was the Science Bowl team started?
Science Bowl was started to give more opportunities to students in our community to bring more attention to the STEM field. With competition and also during the times of COVID, it is a great way for students to socialize.
With more and more people trying to support local businesses by eating takeout, this week some of our reporters went out and searched for the best chicken sandwich. Let's see what Adam, Eli, and Jared found on their quest for perfection.
Welcome to the People's Food Review. Today we've got the Cane's chicken sandwich, the Popeyes chicken sandwich, and the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. And we're going to see which one's the best. Let's get into it. All right. What would you guys rate it?
On a 1 through 10, I think it would have to be a 7. It was a little dry, but the sauce was very good. The bun was nice and buttery. There we go. Crispy. So I'd give Cane's 7.
All right, now the Popeyes. Oh, they got juices on there too. Oh, they got pickles on it too.
This one's noticeably smaller though. I don't know.
This still looks pretty big.
Still massive
Not
burger.
compared to those.
That's true.
It's flaky. They're crunchy.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to give this one a 7 as well. The chicken tastes better. It's got more crunch to it. I think the bun on the Cane's one was better. And the sauce was better on the Cane's one. Overall, I think they end up being real similar. 7.
All right. Moving on to the Chick-fil-A sandwich. The line for the Chick-fil-A one through the drive-thru was definitely longer than the other ones.
This one's
So
really
it better live up to the hype.
Smaller.
This is the smallest one we've
Yeah,
got,
definitely the smallest.
No sauce on it.
but it's got pickles.
Hey, but
got
if you
the
look
big
at I'm going with a 6 too. It just wasn't as good as the other ones. Like the seasoning, there wasn't much seasoning in the chicken compared to the Popeyes, and it had and the cane sauce. Like I said, I'm a fan, so keeping it 6. I'd go with the Cane's over Chick-fil-A any day.
I would go with the Cane's as my number 1 choice. Popeyes close second. It's got the price advantage.
Yeah, I'd go with the Popeyes, and then I'd go with the Cane's. But that's just for me. I like what it had. But I like the sauce on the Cane's though. It had a lot of sauce.
Come back next time for even more quality food review.
Quality
Yes, sir.
entertainment right here, right at this table.
Or maybe another one.
Yeah, we might get a different thing.
Instead of an RQT this week, reporter Madison Rothbauer challenged her sister Michaela to a gingerbread house building contest. She enlisted family members to vote on the following: looks, creativity, design, color, assembly, and the use of materials. Let's check out the results.
Hi, I'm Madison. And this is my sister, Michaela. And we're gonna go pick up gingerbread houses and have a challenge when we get home. How does that sound? So, making in front of the fire. They look so different. Oh yeah, mine's on. That's the roof. That's not. It definitely is. So we're close to being done. This is Michaela's, pretty decent looking. Yeah, we just been eating the whole time. But it looks like that from the front, and then. But you see, I put little icicles. Yeah. So, take a seat. Gingerbread house number 1 is on the left. Gingerbread house number 2 is on the right. The rubric is in the middle. Under Dad, you put your score. After a score of 137 to 128, How do you feel?
I feel like $1 million, honestly. I just won the lottery, but in reality, I just won a gingerbread house making competition.
Is there anything you'd like to say to your opponent?
Better luck next year. I mean,
Since you did win the 2020 Christmas gingerbread house making contest.
say it again. Say it again.
You will be crowned
Thank you, all my supporters.
Now on to sports with my good buddy Will Klingensmith.
In national sports news, Minnesota Vikings rookie wide receiver Justin Jefferson and running back Delvin Cook got selected to the Pro Bowl this year. More traditional winter sports got the go-ahead to begin in-person practices beginning on January 4th. This means wrestling, hockey, and basketball can begin the transition from virtual training to hands-on.
Want some ideas for winter activities? Stay tuned. Abby and Caitlin took to Dick's Sporting Goods to look at some of the winter activities they have, which included sleds, ice skates, snow goggles, and also helmets for skiing or snowboarding. There was a good variety of different types of sleds and for different price points. They also had different toys like this grenade launcher that you can use to build stuff in the snow. We also found this really cool sled, so Caitlin took on it and she was showing it off. I think this would be a fun sled to use for when it eventually does snow. This saucer sled is about $9, and this big orange tall sled was about $45 at Dick's. Next, Abby and Caitlin took to Target to go look at the other winter activities they had there. Although Target does not have ice skates or snow goggles or helmets, they did have a good variety of sleds as well, and maybe for a little cheaper price depending on what you are looking for. One thing we were really amazed by was all the different snowboards and for different levels of how you were experienced with them. And this is Caitlin showing off this snowboard that we found. We also found these winter inner tubes, and they looked like a lot of fun, ranging from $10 to $20. At Target, they also had these saucer sleds for about $5, and they also had this snow bike for about $80, which we thought was really cool too. Thanks for shopping with us.
Before we go, reporter Maddie Little took a drive to Somerset, Wisconsin to take in the sights at Sam's Christmas Village. That's all for this week. Stay safe, Saints.